breed the sweetest dog on the planet. Dogs 101 celebrates man's best friend. Today, we focus on designer breeds. You know, those dogs with funny names. The Puggle, the Golden Doodle, the Chiweenie, the Chorky, the Labradoodle, the Cabochon. They call them designer dogs. Designer dogs. They're all the rage, and they're everywhere.
You cannot walk down the street in New York City without seeing a Morkie, a Shorty, a Puggle, a Golden Doodle, or a Labradoodle.
There's Yorkie poos, Shih Tzu poos, lots of poo. I mean, you just add poo on the end, and you got it.
Celebrities like Jessica Simpson, Miley Cyrus, and Ashley Judd are drawn to these cuties. The designer dog is an intentional cross between two purebred dogs. But what would you call some of these canine crosses?
The mixture of a Yorkie and a Chihuahua would be a Yorkie Chill.
A Yorkerarian.
Turkey to Terrier.
A Yorkie Wawa.
In fact, the names spark some confusion, and they're a little wacky.
Labradoodle. That might be a new hairdo. A little swirl up at the top. Snorky would be the mixture between a Schnauzer and a Yorkie. A Snickerdoodle. Squeaky.
Designer dogs were designed to blend the best of two dog breeds together.
Designer dogs actually began with a specific purpose in mind, to create a dog that was low allergy that could also be a service dog. So by crossing Labradors and Poodles, you might get a Labradoodle that has low allergy qualities.
By crossing two purebreds, some say you're introducing more genetic diversity. Health-wise, that's a good thing.
When you cross two non-related breeds that have different genetic backgrounds, you can get what we call heterosis or hybrid vigor, in which case the animals, their size increases, their health increases, their liver size increases.
But much care must be given to choose healthy parents. A mom and dad with defective genes means bad news for the offspring.
We're not going to decrease the likelihood of having hip dysplasia just because it's two different breeds. Many of these diseases don't have one gene that causes it. That's where the complexity comes in.
For centuries, humans have selected the traits we want in animals and bred them. A horse that could pull heavy loads. A dog that could swim. And that's how our purebred dog breeds were born.
People created purebred dogs out of what started off as dogs that were essentially mutts. And what they did is, through selective breeding, chose those qualities in the dogs or those traits that they most liked and bred for those.
Designer dogs are created the same way, at least in theory. In Australia in the 1980s, some breeders wanted a dog with the lovable nature of the Labrador Retriever and the smarts of a poodle. They mated the two breeds, and the offspring were called Labradoodles. And a fad was born.